Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of World Cup 2026 live watch along. This is a special one, people, because we have two matches simultaneously. It is the conclusion of Group C. So we have Brazil taking on Scotland, Morocco taking on Haiti. We'll try our best to track both of the games. And we'll be, paying a little bit more keen eye on the Brazil-Scotland match. We just think that matchup might be a little bit more even, but we're definitely going to keep our eye on the Morocco-Haiti match because we know both matches will have a say in who tops Group C. We have learned already today, Group B been cleared up. We have Switzerland topping the group after a 2-1 win over Canada. Bosnia and Herzegovina beat Qatar 3-1 in the other fixture. The head-to-head was even between Bosnia and Canada, but Canada did have the slightly better goal difference over the course of the group stage, so they finished second, Bosnia third. As of right now, Bosnia is the only team with 3 games played. That's a third-place team. They set the pace at 4 points, -1 goal difference. So we'll keep tracking as these other groups finish to see where these 8 best third place going to come from. But we do have some things set in stone about the knockout round. So let me show you guys that right away. Some teams are pretty much locked in to their positioning for the knockout phase. So we're going to show you guys on screen what that looks like. All right. So people, make sure as you enter the building, you're smashing up the like button, sharing, subscribing. The goal on today's video is for 50 likes on the video. All right, people. So let's make sure we can get the show to 50 likes. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about, though. So Germany already topping their group, so they are set. A game on the 29th of June at 4:30. So yeah, that's already set. They're waiting to see who they're gonna face. Canada, second place in Group B. They will face second place in Group A. So that could be South Korea, could be Mexico. We're not sure as yet, but we're going to wait and see. We'll find that out today who Canada will face in round of 32. USA also waiting on some more results to see which third place team they will face. Mexico set in stone as the winners of Group A. They are waiting on a third place finisher as well. Argentina set as the winner of their group. They are waiting on the second place in Group H. Switzerland topping their group. They get that game in Canada, I think BC Place or BMO, can't remember, but that game will be in Canada, July the 2nd, and they will face a third place team, Vancouver, BC Place. That's the game that Canada was hoping to get so they could keep their World Cup campaign right there in Canada. With that loss, Canada will be playing their game at SoFi Stadium, and they will face the second place team in Mexico's group. Could be Mexico, could be South Korea. We'll have to wait and see. Sorry, could be not Mexico, could be South Korea, could be Czechia. We'll have to wait and see. Sorry, Mexico already topped that group. USA topping their group. They will stay right there in Cali, Santa Clara. They've been out that side, either SoFi, Santa Clara is where they have been, so they won't have to move very far. And Switzerland as well have been kind of located in that Canada area, so they can stay. So that is the benefit of topping your group. You will kind of stay around where you've been, mostly for that group stage. But let's move on to the games that we are here for. Lineups in this one: Morocco, few changes. Bouhaddi, who has been a star of this tournament so far, the youngster, he's on the bench today. Amrabat, the veteran, comes in for him. And Halal comes in the defense line for Issa Diop. Also changes up top. No Onawi from the start today. Saibari, who's been leading the line, drops back into midfield. And El Kabi comes on, the Olympiacos man, to strike. El Canus and Diaz keep their places wide. El Anawi continues to play all the other starters besides left back. Mazraoui's been starting. Salah Adin gets the start today. So a few changes there, keeping it fresh. Still need a result, and they have gone with some players that haven't gotten on the field as yet. Haiti, going back to the back four, I think that's much better for them. They will look much better in midfield once they play this type of system. Joseph Isidore can drop and give them those numbers in the midfield. Providence and Casimir start on the flanks. Bellegarde and Jean-Jacques have played in the pivot all the games so far. They continue. Ade and Delcroix have been the centre back pairing. Arcus drops to the bench. Duverne is preferred at right back. And Experience has been starting all the games. He starts again at left back. So those are the lineups for Haiti and Morocco. Now going to the other game in the group. Scotland and Brazil. So Scotland, they start with gun in goal. McKenna gets his first game of the World Cup in centre back, partnering Jack Hendry. Andy Robertson plays left back and is the captain. Patterson, the Everton man, is at right back. And we have McLean and Ferguson in the heart of the midfield. Ferguson has had a good World Cup so far. John McGinn had a goal in the first game, that 1-0 victory. He'll be looking to get on the score sheet again today against Brazil. And Ben Doak starts on the right. He's been influential mainly off the bench so far. Scott McTominay and Shankland get the start. McTominay will play just off of Shankland. They'll need McTominay to be better than he has been so far in this World Cup if they're going to get something out of this game. Brazil, they keep their back four and goalkeeper intact. They have been playing, except for the first game, Ibanez started, but since then, Danilo has not lost his place. He's been playing on that right side of defense. Then we have Casemiro, Paqueta, and Bruno. Seems to be the three that Ancelotti likes the most in midfield. Cunha came on to start the second game, had a really good game with a brace. Vinny Jr. scored in both games so far, and Ryan is preferred to Luis Enrique on the right. So that is the starting lineup for Brazil. But the biggest news of the day is honestly that Neymar is fit enough to be on the bench. So you see Neymar there, number 10. They'll be waiting and hoping, the Brazilian fans and Brazil fans in general, football fans in general, think we want to see Neymar touch the field today. So let's see if he gets a run out in this one. Brazil will know that they have to better the result of Morocco. Right now, the standings look like this in the group. Brazil with +3 goal difference, Morocco with +1. So if Morocco wins that game and Brazil wins the game, let's say Morocco win 4-0, Brazil win 1-0, then Morocco will take the advantage in goal difference. Of course, the head-to-head they tied, so they would go straight to goal difference as the tiebreaker. So it's going to be down to watching goals today and seeing what's going on. Of course, Group A is still to be tied up later. So we'll return later for the World Cup nightly show. Czechia and Mexico, the feature game, and then, of course, South Africa and South Korea. Always interesting as a coach, Javier Aguirre, what he's going to do going into this game, because Mexico has already clinched that first spot. So what do they do in that last game? So a lot of storylines and things to look at in these last sets of games. But right now, the focus is all on Group C. And we're going to put this on the screen for now. Like I said, I have another device right here, so I'm going to be having the other game on this. I'll have the Brazil game on the big screen, and yeah, we will go that way. All right, people, make sure you're doing me a favor, liking the video, sharing the video, and all those good things. Big up Milky Moo in the building, here to support the Scots. Bless up, bless up, bless up, JB. We're there. Bless up, DJ Gigs in the building. Brazil tonight, because Neymar playing tonight. Yeah. Well, he's on the bench, Christy. He's on the bench. They're very happy that he's fit enough to be on the bench. And I think Ancelotti will try to get him a game at some point. So second half, look out, Neymar probably run out. Big up, Baggio. We're there, we're there, we're there. Yeah, man. RR in the building. Maximum respect, my G. Baggio said 2-1 to Scotland. Ooh, the Brazilian fans are going to beat you. The Brazilian fans are going to beat you. Let me see. Let me give my prediction them last night, but I never even write them down. Hold on. So I'll go on for this. All right, so I went Brazil 3-1, Morocco 2-0. So that was my two scores, 3-1 and 2-0. I watched two of them, JB. As a matter of fact, game a kick off now, so I'm gonna turn it on. I'm there, like I said, the game now start. All right, so I have that. Put that right there, so. Bing, bang, boom, bang. So I have that going. This one going. At the top is just us. Ancelotti, Tuchel will be on the market before the final day. Well, people, I'm done with England, brother, after the performance. But it's one game still. I'm not going to write them off yet. But boy, it never looks so good. Haiti starting out. Nothing to lose for Haiti today, which I think makes them more dangerous. But just think them gonna flub the lines in front of goal. That's why I went for the 2-0. They're gonna create chances, but Bono will make some good saves and they'll just dash some. Good pressure from Morocco. All right, so both games underway, people. Brazil in their iconic yellow kit. Going with the white shorts though, because of course Scotland wear the blue shorts. So it's not the iconic blue shorts, yellow jersey, white socks. It's white shorts with the white socks today, just to keep from the clashing of the blue shorts. Yeah, man, for sure. We're gonna see who had the most wrong. So mark some X by all the team them where them get wrong. And the most X's lose. Ball. You see it. Scotland pressuring Brazil a bit. Good jump from Ryan, no call. And now the ref calls a foul. Scotland says play on. So it looks like the ref blew the whistle, then said play on. Cunha could not understand why the ref would do something like that. He blows the whistle. Scotland was still in possession of the ball. So he said to play on. Cunha was like, but bro, you blew the whistle. Yeah, I mean, Carlos Queiroz just set out a low block system, was not concerned with possessing the football. When they had a chance to counter, they would try. But if it broke down, they would get back into their block again, and they were very disciplined. And England never really moved the ball fast enough to shift that defense around, quickly enough. Here's Brazil. They'll get it out wide now to Santos. Santos has Vinny. Plays Vinny. Good one-touch pass to Paqueta. Paqueta tries the back heel to Vinny, but there's pretty much no space for that. Here's McTominay now on the ball. Drops it back. Good turn. Here's John McGinn. Drops it back. Now here's Robertson. Here's Ferguson. Hendry. Patterson. This is good from Scotland. Just keeping possession, making Brazil do a little bit of defensive work. Brazil just trying to figure out, when to trigger that press against this build out. Scotland doing a good job of keeping the field nice and spread out. Brazil not able to get tight to any of the players receiving the passes. And they have took their time and moved the field up the pitch. Moved the team up the pitch, sorry. So that's good play from Scotland. Now they're in Brazil's half. Tried to break the line, but cut out. Still 0-0 in the other game so far. Gun, good ball to Robertson. Robertson's layoff is poor. On the ball now is Guimaraes. Guimaraes into the box, and that's too close to the goalkeeper. Really only one runner in there. It was Vinny Jr. You see Cunha's style as a center forward. He's going to drop into midfield a lot. So on those faster breaks, it's going to really rely on Vinny and Ryan to get into the box most of the time. That's cut out by Casemiro. Well played that time by Marquinhos. Here's Ryan. Cunha lays it back off to Danilo. Danilo, Marquinhos. Marquinhos plays it over to Magalhaes. To Marquinhos again. Danilo. Back to Marquinhos. Magalhaes. This is the part of Brazil's game that I haven't been really impressed with. Sometimes the ball looks like it's just getting stuck in the back line between the three defenders that stay back. I'm not seeing that connection to the midfield like with some other teams. Most of the times after this phase, they end up playing a diagonal. But let's see if they don't this time. See, Scotland doing a good job of not allowing the pass into Cunha or Paqueta and just forcing the ball out wide. But now they have at least moved the team up. Now Paqueta gets on the ball, but he's closed down immediately. So Scotland know that those three players there, Casemiro, Bruno, well, four players, Casemiro, Bruno, Paqueta, all want to get turned on the ball in that half space, not allowing it right now. And Scotland eventually win the ball back. Free kick to Haiti in the other game. Looks like Bellegarde standing over it. Wasn't the worst strike in the world by Bellegarde. Just flashes by the keeper's right-hand post. It was from some distance as well. But looked like it had enough power and enough curl. And oh my word. Scotland give Brazil a goal. 1-0 to Brazil. And Vinicius Jr. is trying to pull off a Jairzinho, scoring in every game in the FIFA World Cup. And that's a horror show by Scotland. McKenna, who has been solid throughout this World Cup. No, sorry, McKenna, who came into the lineup for the first time today, I should say. He does a serious mistake. And maybe Steve Clark got that one wrong. Here's McKenna receiving, takes a poor touch, tries to just play a pass that wasn't even on. It's deflected by Ryan, who was pressing. And on the ricochet, it falls to Vinny, who had good composure. Could have lashed at it, but took a touch, eliminated the keeper, and passed it into an empty net. 1-0 to Brazil. It was a giveaway, but the composure by Vinny there was excellent. And McKenna can only hold his head in shame. 1-0 to Brazil. So Brazil take first blood in this last group stage match, solidifying their position at the top now. 3-goal advantage in the goal difference category. 2-point lead over their nearest competitor. The live standings right now, they'd have 7, Morocco and 5. This Haiti team, if they continue playing together, will create problems in CONCACAF for the upcoming tournaments. I agree. So apparently aliens are coming in this match second half. Did you see that Brazilian woman talk about it? No, I didn't see it. Where you found that, Respa? Scotland with some foolishness. I can't believe. You're playing Brazil, you need something positive today, and you do that? Really? Well, I said 3-1 for this game, so it might get to 4 now that they've given them one. Scotland look comfortable on the ball, but they can't really break through Brazil so far. Just passing it around in the middle third, really. She's a psychic with 24 million followers, legit psychic. All right, so we're watching Respa. We'll see. And Haiti, Haiti makes it even more interesting. Like I said, they're a dangerous team today, have nothing to lose. Respect JB. So Lester Joseph look like he gets the goal. Let's see it. Pass down the right. Good control. Late off Duverne. Oh, good beating on the right hand side. Cut back is on. Oh, brilliant. Got it past Bono at the near post and Joseph with the flick. Nice goal. So Haiti scoring. And he should get credit for that. It ended up hitting off the back of Bono, but I think he was going on target same way. Big goal, big goal. Duverne, well done. Big up Jero Swagwan. What a goal by Haiti. Yeah, nice goal, man. Good finish. Good turn, Cunha. And this is what he wants to do. Turn and face the opponent. That's a good ball. Here's Bruno G. Went for the shot. Didn't really have the space. And Scotland in the end will recover. Here's Robertson. Robertson flicks it up. Looking for Shankland. Trying to hold it up, but couldn't. Good ball by Magales. Cunha back to Paqueta. Here's Vinny. Lays it off to Paqueta. Paqueta with Vinny again, exchanging passes. Vinny gets taken down. Ref says play on. Marquinhos goes wide. Here's Ryan. Remember, this kid is 19. Plays it in the middle, and Cunha, that's his type of range, but got a little too underneath that one. Panama and Haiti will be Jamaica short-term goal to surpass until let's enjoy the soup chicken foot. So Morocco looks like they want to get back this goal quickly. Already a corner kick for them. Haiti a big side. So we have them and Curacao on top of USA, Mexico, Canada, Costa Rica, and Honduras to worry about. No, people still want JPL players. Ah, boy. Check my comment before the goal on Haiti. Yeah, man, I saw, man. This Haiti team. And here comes Scotland. And good clean up by Magales. Santos kept it in play. Here's Paqueta. Cunha lays it back to Paqueta. Paqueta trying to get forward now. And that's a good play by Brazil. Laid off by Vinny. Casemiro over to Marquinhos. Plenty of space for him. Ooh. And they're almost sneaky in the near post pan Placide. Yeah, bro. Panama too. Can't forget them. Whole heap aside there. It's a good ball by Marquinhos. Danilo couldn't take it on the spell. It's a good idea there. I think Brazil has been missing that with the type of full wing back play they get in, especially on that right hand side. Danilo doesn't really go forward much. Checkers way I play. For real. Brazil starting to gain control now. Every ball kind of fall into a Brazilian and they're getting back on it. pushing Scotland back. Another corner to Morocco. Into the near post. Cleared. Morocco still on the ball. Diaz. And that's too close to the goalkeeper. Quick throw by the goalkeeper. Casemiro on that right hand side. Just lays it back now to keep possession. So Brazil still in possession in Scotland's half. Slow build up here. Casemiro over the top, floating it to Danilo. Good first touch. Plays it back to Casemiro. He flips it to the far post. And that goes harmlessly out for a goal kick. So 1-0 in both games. Haiti with a shock 1-0 lead over the team with aspirations to win this group, Morocco. They have their work cut out for them now. Not only do they have to win, but they also have to ensure that they win by 3 goals more than Brazil win. So not after the best start, if that's the plan today. Scotland can't know whether 3 points will be enough. I mean, they'll have to sit and bite their nails for the rest of this ending of the group stage. I think 4 points, they should be good, but if they're on 3, it's going to be cutting it really close. Yeah, man, them not take it serious enough. Scotland, I forget like a braver, man. Man, them just a drop off, drop off, drop off. Yo, push up, man. You know, say the man I gonna miss the goal with the flick. Our own goal, you know. Good tackle. Keep in mind Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, Trini, all in diaspora mode. I mean, it's not like we not pick diaspora baller though for the big game them. We use our diaspora, but it does not work. And most of the local baller them we use are some local baller we play overseas. So when I say local baller, mainly just baller were born in Jamaica. Not necessarily still are playing in Jamaica now though. Big up Jagans, we're there. Far post, ooh. Santos will keep this one in. Finds Vinny. Vinny on the ball. Beats one. Actually didn't beat him. Good tackle. It's going to be a corner though to Brazil. As they now see who cares about homegrown in the World Cup heritage all over the World Cup. A lot of heritage all over the World Cup. That is true. Some of these teams, not even one man where even set foot at the place where they play for. Ooh. What was that, brother? Doak. Can Scotland counter? Really no numbers. Well played by Doak though. Here's McTominay now. Driving forward. And not driving into trouble basically. Ryan still wins the ball. Here is Vinny. Vinny and Ryan. It's 2-5 right now. They still go forward. Here's Vinny. Far post, and he didn't connect that one properly. Went for the Trivela and just hit it straight. We don't use our desperate right. We don't recruit for need, skill, or fit. We do it haphazardly. Yeah, I mean, there's certain areas of the pitch we can't find players, bro. Can't find a midfielder. Basically, we can't find a midfielder. We can't find none. They don't exist. Elanga Pops play 94 for Cameroon. Ghana, Sweden. Yeah. George, where your son no play for Liberia neither. Brazil just waiting for the right moment to play the forward pass. Magalhaes finds Vinny. Vinny does a good switcher play. Ryan in space. Getting the overlapping run from Danilo. Ryan into the box. Wasn't the greatest cross in the world. Good area, but wasn't much danger there for Brazil. People, respect for the support. Like the video. Share the content. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We have 2 1-0 games right now, but one game is a surprise. Haiti up 1-0 on Morocco. Brazil up 1-0 after a gift. A man who hasn't played a minute in the World Cup gets the start and has the worst possible start, giving away a goal to Brazil. Bro, gotta accept 10,000 people. From where? Hopefully, them come from France. Vinny again? Bro, are the same man that? I can't the same man that. I can't the same man that. Okay, it's the other one. I'm about to say. She's Haiti. Brazil score again and Morocco just miss a chance. Just wide Saibari. That is terrible though. So Vinny is like, listen, all you people say I don't perform for Brazil. I'm going to have a mad World Cup this time. We'll do it just before the World Cup after experimenting. Now that is true, J. Ross. I don't think we do everything we can at the start of the campaign. We try to just say, okay, yeah, man, we'll beat these opponents. It is what it is, blah, blah, blah. And when it come down to the nitty-gritty, now we want to bring 5-6 man in when we could have had them from before. So I'll agree with that, J. Ross. Yeah, man, Vinny, not them again. We do find midfielders, actually. We just don't give them a chance if they're diaspora. We never gave Karoy or Tyrese Hall a fair shake. They never really trusted them, not saying they were the answer. Yeah, JB, that's the thing. Like, I think both of those players are good. They have really great potential. But I look around CONCACAF at who we're playing and the teams that we're going up against. And these other players are just at higher levels than them even. Like, would they make our midfield better if we use them? Sure. Well, we're not sure. Maybe. But I think sometimes too, we act as if the players are like on some level that they ain't too. Because I mean, Karai is a good player. You know, he was in the championship. He couldn't hold on. He couldn't stay. He had to go to League One. Look good in League One. I'll give him that. Tyrese Hall was in League Two. You know what I mean? So, not saying the league is the end all be all of the player, but I think we sometimes then like because we want players so bad, we'll inflate like how good the player them is. You understand? Like them two guys ain't gonna make us reach the World Cup. Like that's just let's just be honest. I mean, they're still learning. They're getting out a certain what? So what am I call? Foul? Them take where they go? Ah, where the blood? Wow, them take it to a Vinny. Sorry. So still 1-0, still 1-0, still 1-0. Hydration break over the next match. Yeah, man, them take it away. Them say it's a foul, brother. A certain kind of people. What kind? Pausa de hidratación. The Haiti one break finish already. I don't know about that call. It never looked like it was a foul to me. What I say? It looked like foul. It never looked like a foul to me. So the man them take away the goal, look pan VAR and take it away. Neymar a cuss. Man say him catch him foot there so. Why man they lucky, man. McKenna wasn't so lucky. Man does do foolishness, no foul for save him. Jamaica panicked with 3 weeks before the November matches when we could have easily and calmly prepared and built 3 years in advance. Yeah, I think when you look at that November window with the Curacao and the Trinidad game, we're a bit unlucky with like some of the injuries and stuff. Cause I think Casey Palmer was needed in them games. The midfield function a lot better when he was around. Him wasn't there. I hear you, but who we use consistently except Hayden wasn't any upgrade. Yeah, and the upgrade wasn't there. I mean, the only players I think he could have gone back to that would have been better would have been players we had already, like Ravel Morrison and Daniel Johnson, which I would have preferred to some of the things that we tried personally. If it was such bad from Argentina, it would be a goal. Yeah, I disagree with that, Carl. That's too soft for me. To be honest, Hayden makes Jamaica midfield look better since he started playing. Yeah, for sure. I think the game he didn't play, we lost to Curacao, he didn't play. We drew in Curacao, he did play. And then did he play the game when we played in Trinidad? And we drew? No, he did. I don't know how Roman Burrell played this game. And then the last game, he never even get on the bench. I still don't understand that one. Cephas had a bad game, boy. Dixon, Bailey Calamatri, Whisper. Tyrese Campbell never get a game. And Burrell never get a jersey. Yeah, we need more players, man. I'm always saying the pool is so big, but is it really? I think we count players that ain't even in the pool as in the pool too. That's our next problem. It's a shame we didn't call DJ and Ravel for our last go of it. That's why I don't want Speed at the helm. He's just as bad as Steve at missing the obvious, and plus he's arrogant. Yeah, definitely. I don't know him can go past the arrogant thing. Well, now they have clean slate. Let's see how they approach the next big assignment in late 2026. How they build or recruit, and if another haphazard team construction. Well, we saw we saw him try to like give players chances in the Unity Cup. It looked like him like some of them. He took them to the game in Mexico as well. Um, so let's see. Yeah, Burrell being out was crazy. Plus, he didn't know much about that, but him save it. And then another big save. So two good save by the keeper. Yeah, big. Me just see them. I would like to see Hayden and T Hall with Palmer or DJ in the midfield. Yeah, I think Hayden, Tyrese Hall, Palmer. That's a midfield that it look like the coach, the current coach would have like. Just based on what I see him try to do in the playoffs. Exactly. We make it seem like we have this big pool, but them not either the pool is a myth or the man them just don't want to take some things in the pool. Simple. I mean, I think it's a bit of both. I don't think the pool as big as we say in terms of like quality that we would want for the team to actually like move us forward. Um, and if the players do have the quality, it's like issues, papers and they're waiting and all these things. So just as Pika, then big up all the players of Jamaica Heritage who are currently playing for other countries at the current World Cup. It takes 6 to 10 months for a ball to get a passport. Exactly. But it's just weird because like there's been too many situations, Dwight, where like we see a player get over the line like really fast. So I'm just like, okay, like whatever we did for that person, just do that every time. You know? Don't even go any other route. Just do it the way you did it for this guy that just turned up for this game and we never even knew we were recruiting him. Get up, get up. Mm-mm. But then him give her the ball. And bust one salad on the wing. Ferguson let fly, but Danilo blocked it. Still 1-0 in the Morocco Haiti game. Somehow Morocco been pressuring them since the goal though. Can't have real professional top 5 league players with a PE teacher. No ratings for the CONCACAF A license, bro. No, no, you don't give any credit to the CONCACAF coach them. JPL players get to get sell every international window, so do what's best for the football we might never see in this lifetime. Yeah, yeah, there's a kind of sense of that. I mean, Like there isn't as much of a willingness to add new players like in early stages of the World Cup qualifier. So like when we had Dominica and Dominican Republic, there was really no talk of new players. It was like, all right, we have players and we're just gonna use what we have for now. And then once we get to the final round, now you start to hear, oh, there's Premier League players coming in and this and that. And yeah, it's like we should really be on that like whenever we can. We shouldn't be okay, we have the final round, three windows coming up back to back to back. Let's try to add players now. Then, in the September window, we're like adding players during the thing. Man don't even get them passport in time. Then that person is never called back after that. So why did we even get him in the first place? So I don't know. It just seemed like no rhyme or reason with some of the things, bro. Like they don't really plan. Yeah, man. I original salad that Jagans. Since August 2025, which JPL has been sold? Busy Atkinson. Let's see what other player that would have played in the national team in the JPL got sold. I think Busy Atkinson is the only one. Help me out, people, if there's any other one that has like played in the national team out of the JPL and now get a move. I think Busy is the last one. Was the core not kept on the field because of the JFF or the coaching, or was it injuries? Because I think injuries fucked us in the qualifiers too. It wasn't just necessarily us not calling, man. Good question. So, to my knowledge, if you have a USA A license, right, and you have a CONCACAF A license, both of those licenses would have carried the same weight, to my knowledge, because the USA is in that confederation, right? So I think it hold the same exact weight. Busy was gone before August. I thought he made the move like that December. July 8th or August 7th, one of the two. Let me see. So yeah, August the 7th, 2025. So yeah, around that time. Heat is staying strong. This game down the road. This is right there in the bends. Ryan coming close there. Which other competent team in CONCACAF using a coach with a CONCACAF based license? Not saying I know, but still legitimate question. Any of the top six? Um, Good question. So who's the top six? USA, Mexico, Canada. All right, so Javier Aguirre, coaching license. He probably has a UEFA Pro if I had to guess. This man is a licensed trainer. This man is a big time boss in the coaching license stuff. So it's saying Aguirre have a UEFA Pro. I mean, he's coached in La Liga before for years. So he has that. Let's see. What the next man named Mauricio Pochettino, I'm pretty sure he has a UEFA Pro as well. We'll check just to see. He's also a trainer, so not only does he have a pro, but he has a training license as well. So he's like, you know, this man can teach you the pro license. Two Cavalier man, Busy and King. But a man named Jesse Marsh, sure no say this man have something. But no Christensen have him UEFA Pro. UEFA Pro license for Marsh. What is my name? Sebastian Minier. Let's see what him have. This is Haiti manager. So how come his name now come up our one? Our Aguan. Sebastian Minier. UEFA A license. I'm have a A. So I'm gonna have a A license. Is Haiti in the top 6 though? I don't think so. I know Christians have it. Who else there? World Cup? Everybody, Canada. Oh, Dick Advocate. You know, him probably have a fee training license too. But 3 of them are trainers to rat it. I'm have UEFA Pro. 1-1, Morocco equalize. Who that Hakimi? Hakimi I play right back and strike at same time. Wow. This man I play 2 position. But still 1-0 in the Brazil game, 1-1. None of them have no CONCACAF license, JB. Worst part, gigs our fans are either so stupid or ignorant or both. They play the UK players every time. They don't seem to. Cunha, ooh, just wide. Notice if blunder, so does not spending time to select a proper coach. Cunha get boy in the throat. It's a good question. Haiti 2-1. Bomba, yo. Similar to the man in the crowd. I can't believe this. Bono looks stunned. So much for my 2-0 prediction in this game. And the Haitians in Atlanta going crazy. The Moroccans are stunned in the crowd. Can I see the replay, please? Looks like Isidore gets one. So both strikers on the score sheet today. I think it was a big mistake by the coach starting Pirro over Isidore in that game against Brazil. Ball comes back to the top of the box. Not dealt with. That's poor from Brahim Diaz. Isidore. What a strike by Isidore, man. Oh my gosh. A thunderbolt from Wilson Isidore. 2-1 Haiti. Oh, what a hit. No chance for Bono. CONCACAF has been moving toward a unified high-performance coaching standard with its pro licensing program, launched in 2026 in collaboration with UEFA. This new framework sits at the top of the CONCACAF coaching pathway and is designed to create a consistent professional benchmark for elite coaches across all 41 member associations. UEFA has long run globally recognized pro license programs, which are the gold standard in European club and national team coaching education. The new CONCACAF Convention and Pro Licensing aim to recognize and endorse domestic coach education courses and licenses as CONCACAF diplomas. This means that if a coach's license meets the minimum standards set by the convention, it can be recognized regionally and may be seen as equivalent to other high-level licenses in the region. It says UEFA Pro license is widely respected, but licenses from other confeds, including CONCACAF, are not automatically discounted. Their value depends on alignment with UEFA standards. Okay, so for example, it's a UEFA Pro license may be preferred for European club roles, while a CONCACAF Pro license may be sufficient for even preferred or even preferred for domestic or regional roles. It said implications for coaches. A CONCACAF Pro license is now a world-class standard for the region. And with UEFA collaboration, it is being designed to meet international benchmarks. This means it can be competitive for opportunities in CONCACAF and with proper alignment for global roles. For clubs' national teams, employers often look at current and relevant qualifications, not just the confederation. A UEFA Pro license may carry more weight in Europe, but a CONCACAF Pro license can be equally valid if it meets the same high standards. If you hold both a UEFA and a CONCACAF Pro, you can leverage both. UEFA for European, CONCACAF for regional leadership. Bottom line is licenses from different regions are not inherently less valued, but their recognition depends on standards, alignment, accreditation, and specific opportunities. With CONCACAF's new pro licensing and UEFA partnership, the gap between regional and global standards is narrowing, making CONCACAF licenses more competitive internationally. So basically, they must say, listen, there was a time when it would have been that way, but due to the fact that now this new standard of pro licensing in CONCACAF is basically them working in tandem with UEFA to kind of like get to that standard. There's looked at differently now is what it's saying. Would one of the many USA coaches fit our needs? Former coaches? I think if we're gonna go to a coach like in the USA, I would say we have too many of our former players that have been educated in the US coaching system to not use one. You know, Tyrone Marshall, Donovan Ricketts, my boy the name, Shavar Thomas. You know, there's a lot of them that are coaching in America, you know, got their coaching education in the US. And I think they would understand what's going on in Jamaica better than just the random people. Haiti concede again. Saibari scoring again in the World Cup. 2-2. The goals are flowing over in the other match. I can't keep up fast enough with the score. Klinsmann. When did King get sold? Would have been around the same time, no? July 1st. So a month before that. Vinicius Jr. scoring again. This time with a header. Man, have a dance with the header to rot it. It's like a Vinny one can score. I mean, he's a solid USL Championship defender. I mean, every team him got to him seem to get a lot of game and start. But I mean, you know, I don't know. To me, he seems a little undersized for a centre back. I mean, he's not short, but he's not the tallest in the world. Yeah, I think when he was getting a chance to be looked at, he looked decent, but they never really went back for him. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. As I say, I'm playing USL Championship for New Mexico United. Um, Played 10 games out of a possible 12 this season so far. Start what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Him start 7 games out of the 10. And then play centre back or right back. So I mean he's good. He's decent. He's decent. USA, Mexico, Canada, Panama, Haiti, Curacao, Costa Rica. Marshall's a pro. Hakimi strikes. He's in the top 6. See, we alone run down a CONCACAF license when Speed himself said it is not UEFA or CONMEBOL him no want you. Now we are run down CONCACAF. Well, JB, the funny thing, when he was asked about that in one of the interviews, the man said, "Well, that was when I was the head of the technical committee. I can't tell the man them who doing the technical committee how to do it." Said, "Right." Don't really get football because I heard many saying Jamaica was the better team against Curacao. Let's go Haiti. Yeah, it's like it's too much. It's almost too open for interpretation. Once you have a British accent, the GFF provides an exception and a waiver plus 350k to splurge on rum. Is that right? Is that right, Dwight? That's all I need, eh? British accent. I will believe that when a CONCACAF licensed coach wins something. Until then, I will pass. Yeah, man, Vinny I go different in another World Cup, yeah, brother. So it's like going to a new high school that was established with the required educational standard versus going to a traditional Latin, something like that. Oh, Ryan should have made it 3. Yeah. Yeah, man, Vinny should have a trick this half. Mm-mm. Ryan just never have the confidence on him right foot. You see how awkward the man kick the right foot shot there? Man have to like really concentrate to kick the ball in. Far post pocket a little too high for Danilo. Off the chest. Ooh, you could see that one lining up. Douglas Santos couldn't quite get his bearings right though. It's 2-2 in the other game at halftime. 2-0 to Brazil here. And Vinny. Oh, they won't have time to take this corner. It's halftime. Looking good this half. Scotland really haven't done anything in the game. Possession pretty even, but look at that. Expected goals for Brazil all the way, almost 3 goals. 3 big chances on the day. They missed one of them. You just saw one missed by Ryan after a brilliant first touch. No shots on target for Scotland, so Brazil defense coming together as well. The midfield looks solid. They looked a little leggy earlier in the tournament. I think Cunha has made the big difference because in the system he drops back, makes that extra man in the midfield. And it's really unlocking Vinny as well because Vinny can just really stay up top and attack. He doesn't have to drop back. You have enough cover in midfield. Him and Ryan stay high, and it's causing problems. You look here, Brazil just hungry for the ball, killing them in the duel, 69 to 31. Ground duels and aerial duels dominating. Brazil just playing that football. 11 long balls all game long. Entries, they have 10 more, so not really killing them in entries, but what I'll say is their effectiveness when they enter the final third has been good today. They're creating, they're being a menace, they're taking shots, they're getting them on target. So good half from Brazil, arguably the best half for them so far in the tournament. I think you can find spots in some of the other games where maybe He didn't get the best of Brazil, but that was a nice solid half. I think apart from the early stages and a little spell before halftime, you'd have to say Brazil pretty much was on top. And like I said, they limited Scotland to not much in that half. But the story definitely is Vinny Jr. having a brilliant World Cup, 2 goals in the first half. I think the centre backs look good as well. Magalhaes and Marquinhos, they have been looking good all tournament so far. And Casemiro, definitely with the added help from Cunha dropping into midfield, he looks a lot better in that midfield too. So things going well for Brazil so far, and it looks like they are getting better as the tournament goes. The other game going right now has been a cracker. 2-2, brilliant game so far. Hakimi and Saibari getting the goals. Isidore and an own goal after Lenny Joseph. It looked like he had a brilliant back heel finish or flicked finish, but he did flick it wide, and luckily it hit Bono and went into the goal. So that was the right call there. Should not have been a goal for Lenny Joseph. But Isidore, you can't take that goal from him. That's one of the best goals I've seen at the World Cup. One touch to control, look up, and bang into the far post. So a brilliant piece of play there. Brilliant piece of play there by Isidore. Now, as far as the stats in this one go, Morocco definitely had more chances. Placide had some very good saves to keep the score down when they had the 1-0 lead, to keep the lead. Eventually, they did get the goal to Hakimi, and then the second goal was a nice build-up play. Crossed in Saibari, scoring his second goal of the World Cup so far after his goal against Brazil. But 3 big chances to 1 in favor of Morocco, 13 shots to 4. Placide has been the busier of the keepers with 6 saves. Bono has not been able to make a save yet. 7 shots on target to just a 1 for Haiti. Even when they're off target, they're getting knocked into the goal. So a bit of luck in front of goal for Haiti as well. 1 big chance missed by Morocco, 2 big chances scored. So they are putting away the more easy chances. Final third entry is pretty low in this game, so a lot of the game played in that middle third. You see 46% of the game played there. Both teams going long a little more than in the other game. Then you have duels. Morocco with an advantage in the duel so far in the game. And you see 1 error so far leading to shots. So Scotland almost had 2 errors leading to goals. One, Hendry was spared by the referee and VAR, but McKenna had no such luck. He gave away a simple one. Very good composure though by Vinny. I have to give him credit to finish that one off the way he did. But that is the story in the first half of both games. We're having a nice convo as well in the comment section. You guys keep the comments flowing about whatever you like to talk about. These watch-alongs are, more so for the reasoning. Not necessarily more so, but we don't mind having a reasoning around the games as well. Right now, Brazil in the driving seat to get first place in the next round. Based on what the groups look like now, Brazil will finish first, Morocco second, Scotland in third on 3 points, and Haiti, as of right now, would actually get a point in this World Cup if they can hold this draw. When you look at the knockout phase, we know that 1C will be right here, and they will face 2F. So if Brazil is to hold that lead, let's just take a look now. So 1C would be Brazil, 2F. Let's try to forecast. So could very well be the Netherlands, could very well be Japan, depending on how this final set of games goes. We know that Netherlands will be facing Tunisia tomorrow. So we'll be here for that game at 6 o'clock. Definitely. I'll probably have on the same exact shirt. No doubt about it. But we'll be here for that. And on that one, people don't ask me so much question because I'm going to watch the game and focus. even Asafa Powell me here, I say Jamaica was the better team against Curacao in Jamaica, and in none of the games Jamaica was the better team. So I don't know what they be seeing. No, but that's the thing. As me say, Dwight, they won't face a third place team. It's already set that if Brazil win the group, which is 1C, they're gonna face 2F. So they're gonna face the second place team in Group F, which is gonna be more than likely between Netherlands, Netherlands, Sweden, and Japan. So not the easiest of round of 32 games for. So I think the crucial thing will be in that Group F, right? You look at Group F. I mean, yes, you don't want to. You got to play whoever is in front of you. But if I'm in Group F, I'm saying I don't really want to finish second and have to buck Brazil round of 32. You know, and I think Brazil will probably be looking at it saying, if we get Netherlands in that game, that's not really the best right there. Even Japan, for that matter. So it's gonna be interesting. Sweden play Japan, so that will tell the story of how that group end off. But yeah, like I said, they already have the knockouts pretty much set. So you know that second place Group A is gonna face Canada. The only thing that's not set is which third place teams will face the likes of a Germany or the USA or Mexico. But some of these winners, they already have set that they're going to play the second place in whatever group. So Group H, second place would be Argentina's team. And I was looking the other day, and Argentina looked to have a decent looking run. We have to assume Spain won't finish second. You know, that's an assumption, but I would say they won't finish second. So it's going to be between Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay as that round of 32 game for Argentina, which, based on how those teams have been playing in the World Cup, that's not really the worst draw in the world. So, look, it's going to come down to a lot of different things. And like how the knockout group is set, you know, I know they play these games on the final day at the same time because they don't want any you know, any kind of deals being made. But teams might look at it and say, oh, I would rather not face Brazil, I would rather face Morocco, you know, and they might not go for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, they might not go for the first place, you know. Yeah, they face 2F. Spell check get you. Big up CC, Wagwan. I don't know if the man them want. Nobody wants to face Brazil now. Nah. I mean, Brazil might look like I said, Jano, I don't want to face them and they know. I hope it's not Netherlands or I hope it's not this team. I mean, some teams are going to do that, I would think, you know? Like they're going to be looking at what's going on. Where? This is not what I wanted. No wonder. Some people did vote. Otherwise, yeah, I say. Dwight Spencer, no one is really scared of Brazil, CC. Tap your nice. Stop your nice. All right, second half, both for start. I'm not going anywhere, people. I just have to run and deal with something real quick. But the stream must go on. Remember, a little bit after these games end, I'm going to jump off for about 45 minutes or so. And I'll be back for the 9 o'clock games of Czechia and Mexico and South Korea and South Africa to come at those later times. So we'll be here for that. CC, Wagwan. I'll lock off my camera for a second.
No, my day I'm a G, you don't know, man. But
Turn the phone the next way.
Oh, the other way. So why not? Hold on.
Nah, work.
I'm if you did the thing, man. I mean, yeah. But may I tell you, son, about no one face. About no one face Brazil right now, bro. Brazil are rolling a shape right now at the right time. So I had 80 winning against Morocco. Um, he did probably see that to do. Don't go now. I think so. But I have 80
Yeah,
win.
I think on your video you had predicted Haiti to beat them, right?
Yeah, man, I have 80 to beat Morocco.
Yeah,
Because
I had it going too, love. I never expect Haiti fit, but what I kind of thought of before the game started that I wasn't factoring in that them eliminated. So them when a team don't have nothing to lose, them are gonna just go feet, and just play. So I never factor in that part of it enough. You know what I mean?
and that's why I was saying the other day we're in the group where we were discussing about which team had the most problem in going to the the team would have to say in a deep trouble. Uruguay. And that's what I was saying when team that's like Saudi Arabia where not really have much and them yeah, they're on 1 point. So them have little to gain in terms of to sit back. They're gonna come at you. So when I looked at 80 I think was robbed in the Scotland game. I think 80 is a better team than Scotland and they deserve to win that game or at least get a result out of that game. So I thought they were robbed. I watched them against Brazil and I thought they gave a good account of themselves. They were losing 3-0 in the first half. They made the adjustments and they came back in the second half and held that to a 0-0. So when I was looking at it, I think Morocco got away in the Brazil game in the sense that the coach was a bit experimental in terms of who the player personnel and the tactics. And when he shifted around and changed up the tactics, Morocco was holding on at 1 point in that game. So for me, I don't think Morocco what we call impenetrable. If you notice, their best defender is out. So I think really and truly, Jason Guna, Morocco isn't as flawless as persons think. And I thought based on the football that 80 was playing, 80 could have gotten them. I mean, it's just half time and it's just 2-2. So I mean, my prediction could be wrong. However, in the sense that if 80 hold them to a draw, the fact that I had predicted a win, it's practically probably a win for me because a lot of persons, I don't think anybody would have factored in that 80 could have played against Morocco like this and have them under pressure because Morocco has been the team that has come back twice. So that means 80 is on the front foot. And when you look at the balance of play and ball recovery time and everything, 80 is actually being there with Morocco. And people don't realize that Morocco is not a great, what we call it now, goal scoring team or they have Saibari, but I don't think they have great outlets when you look on the flank. I think in the middle of the park they are very pretty decent and their setup is good in terms of defensively. So in that sense, that's what I saw. I think when you look at Brazil, Brazil is trying to bring back the Joga Bonita. I think Ryan, who we saw Ryan at Bournemouth, and we saw him in the under 20 championship that they qualified for the under 20 World Cup. I think Ryan is a brilliant player. So he should have scored that goal and made it 3-0. I think that would, but this result are so far Brazil is giving even Neymar more rest. Probably he plays less time than he would have probably start to play probably end up playing. I think probably when the drinks break, every drinks breaks about 75 minutes. Is that the drinks break?
Yeah,
This good.
68, 70 minutes, somewhere around it.
I think that's where Brazil brings on Neymar around the drinks break hour, and he comes and play like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Um, so for me, Brazil in terms of their role, the only problems that I think Brazil is finding himself is in injury problems because they got injury to Rafinha, who Brazil has to progress or continually progress through the World Cup to get him back in time. People don't, and also the last time a Brazilian player scored in every game in the group stages, Brazil went on to win the World Cup. That was 2002. And every time Brazil has a player that scored every game in the group stages, they have won the World Cup, and that's like 1970, 2002, and other time. So there's a whole lot of superlatives, but we're talking about the team that is there right now. I think Vinicius Jr. having had his coach, have his coach in Carlo Ancelotti, that would have coached him at Real Madrid is really bringing out the best out of him. I think in terms of the way in which Brazil is playing and the high press and how they're progressing the ball and getting balls in behind so he can run on those balls. That's how you saw Real Madrid set up. So I think the coach and then yeah, Casemiro who played at Real Madrid along with Vinny who plays at Real Madrid. So I think that's part of the reason why the coach starts Casemiro because he would have understood his style of play, having coached him before. And I think Carlo Ancelotti coached Marquinhos before too, you know. Jason Guna coached Marquinhos at PSG and he coached Casemiro at Real Madrid and he coached Vinny at Real Madrid. So he has a lot of what would I call now, knowledge or intimate knowledge of intimate knowledge of Brazilian players, and especially the players that are playing right now. So, I mean, all in all, it's been a good game so far. Brazil has played pretty decent, and I think we just expect them for come out and play a little bit more. You don't expect Scotland to see. Scotland is going to try and come out a little bit more now, but I think that will expose them. And then when players like Endrick comes on for possibly Matthias Cunha and Neymar comes on for a player like Ryan, then it will show you because I think Neymar comes on for Ryan and then Hendrick comes on for Matthias Cunha. And then Hendrick goes to the wing that Ryan plays and Neymar goes to the central playing that the false nine role. So I think he's very familiar with Brazilian players, having coached a lot of them at AC Milan before. I think at one point in time AC Milan had about six Brazilians. Serginho, Kaká, Ronaldinho, several Brazilians would have come through the hands of Carlo Ancelotti, come at Chelsea, at several clubs, because he's coached a lot of places. So I think he understands Brazilian players, understand the culture, and understand how to get the best out of certain players. And we've seen it so far with Vinny Jr. This is Vinny Jr.'s best tournament in a Brazilian jersey, and I expect that to
By
continue.
far.
Yeah,
By
by far, because he's been a huge
that has been
disappointment.
that has been really the biggest knock on Vinny as a footballer. Is like the drop off for Brazil is so crazy, and the limited amount of goals and assists that he had coming into this World Cup. I mean, it kind of changed in the qualifying a little bit, so he was getting better as time was going. But I mean, it's good for him to have this breakout because I've always said he's better than what people kind of talk to, like about him. You
Yes.
know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think I don't know what it is. Maybe it's his style. Maybe some of the things when him do on the field. Maybe people don't. I don't know. But I think he's better than people give him credit for. I've always thought that.
Yeah. So I'll check in back half time because I'm gonna watch the rest of the game and there because I'm being nice because I'm still in my office. So I'm gonna check in back after half time.
Big up CC.
After full time, yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, that was CC people. He's happy, man. Brazil is his team, and they're looking good. I just let him speak, Demo. I never cut him off or anything. Just let him have him time. You know what I mean? I will say this, right? We know Brazil weakness, and we have said it before. To me, it's in the wing back areas, and I just feel like when they get to the knockout stage and they play a team with an actual wing threat, then I will see how Brazil respond. Because right now, I don't think any of these teams in this group really test them in that regard. Even Morocco, they would have been the ones to test them the most. And I think there's no coincidence that they have the likes of Hakimi and Brahim Diaz and El Kanous, um, bombing on those flanks and creating those mismatches out wide. So, when they face some better opposition with some better wingers and some better attacking play, then I'll see where Brazil is. You know what I mean? But for now, they're looking decent. They're looking decent. They have strength in the middle. Between Casemiro, the two centre backs, Allison, that's very, very good in the spine of the team. It's just those little flank areas. We're gonna see how they hold up against better teams. Yeah, people. So, hold on, I'm almost back in the studio. 1 second, I'll turn on the camera.
Scotland come close. Still 2-2 over the other game. McGinn on the ball, drops it back. Ferguson, McLean, Shankland, McTominay. Who's that? Patterson into the box. Decent shape on that one, but not enough bodies in the box. Danilo will dribble out of defense. He finds Cunha. Cunha going into trouble. Keeps it in play, drops it to Marquinhos. Marquinhos clears. Ryan loses the header. Poor from Ferguson there, won by Brazil in midfield. Guimaraes finds Paqueta. Paqueta, acres of space, has Vinny. Vinny played through. This is going to be a hat-trick. Vinny can't quite get it from out of his feet. Was the opportunity there for Vinny? And I think he's upset with himself. He couldn't get that under his spell and get a better shot off. And that's the issue that Scotland's going to have in this second half. They have to get bodies forward. They have to try to get back into this game. They know that losing this game might not be enough to get through as a third-place finisher. A point would definitely see them through, I think, if they can get to 4. But as of right now, they'll be really watching the rest of these games in the group stage very anxiously. Douglas Santos wins the header. It'll be a throw to Scotland. I think Vinny would love to have that chance back. Should have done better there. Good ball by Paqueta through the middle. Good weight on the pass as well. That's a good pass finding McTominay inside to Patterson. Patterson lays it off. Good back heel. And he's crowded out by some Brazilians. The Mexican referee tells him to get up. Here's Cunha playing it down the line to Vinny. Vinny had a good angle taken by McKenna. And Gunn plays it back to where it came from, but there was no one out there, and it will be a throw to Brazil. Patterson still asking the referee what happened there. Is that a goal by Morocco? It won't count. It's offside. So Morocco had the ball in the goal, but it was offside. Pretty clearly offside on the through pass there. I think that was El Kabi. And it was actually missed on the far post. Saibari couldn't quite get to it. So it wouldn't have counted either way. Yes, Respa. I forgot about that, Thanks for reminding me. So there should be some UFOs on the pitch at some point today. They are coming to the stadium, the Brazilian sidekicks say. Here's Vinny. From distance, not a bad effort, but right at the goalkeeper. As I said, people, when this game is over, I'm going to jump off, take about a 40 minute or so break. And I'll return for the last set of games today. And at the end of those games, we will just do a quick prediction for the games tomorrow. I'll just do the predictions for the 3 o'clock match, because I should be returning tomorrow for the 6 o'clock games again. Of course, my team will be playing, so we'll be here for those 2 games. Sweden taking on Japan and Tunisia taking on the Netherlands. So it's 2-2 in Atlanta. Morocco, Haiti, 2-0 in Miami, Brazil, and Scotland. Scotland keeping possession here. Won't do them much good right now, but they have to build something before going forward. It's a good ball, good flick on. The Scottish player goes down in the box, but no foul. Paqueta is now fouled. Good ball from Saibari. Morocco into the box. Ade clears for a corner. Every time I look up, Morocco is traveling towards Haiti's goal. Haiti holding up for now, but this one looks inevitable for more goals to score. So Andy Robertson did sub off, and Kieran Tierney came on for him. That's the only sub at halftime. In the other game, we have stayed the same, no subs. Morocco want the corner, but a goal kick given. Lots of space for Vinny to turn into. Looking for a pass. Yo, the man dummy it. I think Bruno thought someone was behind him there. There's no way he was leaving that for Vinny to collect his own pass, even though Vinny almost got back to it. Good save again by Placide. Down to his left. El Canous almost scoring a goal. It's well played by Bruno, coming to collect. Well played out by Brazil. Here's Danilo. Taking space, finds Ryan. Overlaps. Ryan plays Danilo wider. Danilo drops it back to Casemiro. Casemiro has Paqueta. 1-2, back to Paqueta again. Paqueta thought about finding a gap, and that's a good ball through. It's a little too much on that one from Bruno. Really should be executing that pass. There was acres of space for the pass. Here's the replay of that Vinny chance. Ball just couldn't get ahead of him enough to put that into the goal. Not enough purchase on it to beat the goalkeeper. It's a good ball over the top. Here's Ryan. Good first touch. Here's Cunha. Going for that far post. It's blocked. Here's Paqueta on his right foot. And he gets way underneath that one over the bar. But Brazil looking ominous. Looking like they want more. Hakimi Bex. Here comes Haiti. 3-on-3. Bellegarde. Taking forever to release the pass. Jeez, man. Don't foul him. Oh, well played, Brahim Diaz. Gets out of trouble. Here comes Diaz now down the flank. Running, crossing the half line. Finds Hakimi. Hakimi coming inside. Good tackle from behind. Haiti again. Poor first touch by Bellegarde. He wins it back, but then he fouls him. Haiti need to do better there. 3-on-3. Bellegarde letting two players chase him before releasing a pass. Yeah, man. Story of CONCACAF, Dwight. Final third decision making. That's brilliant from Bruno G. Brilliant again. What a layoff. Oh my gosh. That's brilliant play from Bruno Guimaraes. And Cunha is surfing again. 3-0 to Brazil. And that's just good football there from Bruno G. Eased the challenge out when he got the through pass, and then great composure. Great composure. And a brilliant layoff. And nothing could be done about that one. What a ball. Good football from Brazil. And it, like I said, they were looking ominous. It looked like more goals were coming. And that's just brilliant football by Bruno. Good composure. And he just said, I'm not going to force this one. Let me lay it after Cunha. We need him to score the goals. And that's 3 in the last 2 games now for Cunha. And Brazil is surfing in Miami. And that one gets a clap from Ancelotti. Usually no reaction for goals by Ancelotti, but that one got a clap. Man, polish off Bruno boots for that one there. Yo, Ade almost scored a brilliant own goal a while ago. And that's poor from Haiti again. And pass the ball off of the man's foot. So there's a huge cheer in the crowd. You can see something going on, and I think it's because Neymar just got up and warm up. Tierney was caught late on that cross. I think Danilo will pick up a yellow card for that one. It was just outside the box though. Yeah, man, crazy. It was a ratty try too. Need Brazil to be humbled. Well, CK, it's not going to happen today. You're going to have to wait until the next round for that. Oh, what a good play by El Canus. Good footwork. But Haiti is fouled in the box. It's going to be a free kick to them. So Ferguson, from a very good angle, can whip this one towards the goal. He does. Not bad at all. And it's cleared by Allison with a punch. Came through a few bodies, but he was ready for it. I always call those free kicks the Tony Cruz angle. Remember that free kick by Cruz? I think Germany was about to be out of the World Cup if he doesn't hit that free kick at the time. So a couple of subs coming on. Isidore and Providence come off the field. Isidore, good World Cup for him, scoring a goal. Providence, I think he played decent, but unlucky not to, have a contribution in the cup. McTominay, that's a brilliant save by Allison. Trying to get my 3-1 scoreline, but Allison don't want it. Isidore and Providence off. I think Dawkins Nazan, who hasn't played yet in the World Cup, gets a run. And I need to see who the other player is that came on. I think Dedson came on to the right-hand side. Casimir switched over to the left. Vinny was well offside that time. He knew it. Phelps Jr. Nah, man, you have to go find out the diver them, man. Phelps a swimmer. who is a big diver? Greg Louganis. I think that's the only diver I know. Hydration break over the other match. Still 2-2. Gabriel Martinelli will be the first sub. Well, actually, Casemiro and Paqueta. So Martinelli on for Paqueta. Martinelli had a really good performance in the second game off the bench, so being rewarded here. And Fabinho, like for like, in midfield for Casemiro. Smart sub there. You want to give Casemiro breaks where you can. I would expect Vinny Jr. probably to come off as well, but maybe Ancelotti will give him a little more time to try to find a hat trick. So interestingly, Martinelli has kind of taken over the role Cunha was playing. Kind of a little more central. Interesting because you never really see Martinelli playing central for Arsenal. Whether it's false 9, center forward, number 10, he's always deployed wide. Yeah, there you go, Greg. Injury could still come on for Ryan, potentially. I think Neymar, Hendrick probably could still come on. All right, so it looks like Cunha has gone more central now. That makes more sense. Fabinho, first touch. Plays it out to Martinelli. Martinelli back to Fabinho. Fabinho. Here's Cunha. Martinelli making a good run. Poor first touch by Bruno. And that's cleared all the way downfield. No Brazilians there though. So 3 subs for Morocco, El Kabi, Diaz, and Saibari out. Yassine, Unahi, and Rahimi in. So switching it up there. Morocco. Fresh legs on the field. Here's Ryan. Playing a little closer to the flank in the second half. Drops it inside to Cunha. Cunha trying to find Bruno G and couldn't get that one under his spell. It's going to be a throw to Scotland. Another hydration break in the Brazil game. Well defended again by Haiti. Rahimi almost an instant impact. But that one was called offside. I thought she was very reputable, bro. Thought she had 24 million followers. All them things. I think McKenna wanted a foul for that ease off, but don't know if you can get that foul, you know. That's good composure by Bruno. Just made that goal. Foul on Bellegarde. Free kick to Haiti. This was the best chance of the game for Scotland, a header by McTominay, low to the far post. Good reactions by Alisson getting down to punch away. Yeah, man, it's nice, man. The first time I saw that was like an MLS All-Star game. Neymar looking towards the bench, man. Well want play. Man, I sweat and look like him soon come on. I think the trainer taking Neymar to go through the last paces now. Yeah, man, them I get slap up, yes. Yeah, man, he might come on soon. He might get a run out, man. Could beat Scotland right now? No. I mean, we could, but I don't think we would. I wouldn't say we're gonna beat anybody right now. Because a lot of the things Scotland failing to do in this game, they'd be able to do against us. So, yeah, I don't think so. Here he is. Neymar coming on the field of play. I think it might be star for star, but let's see. Could leave on Vinny with him. Ghana coach apprentice, who Pencil, man who want war with what him name there. So them are short right now. Scotland, if them stay where they are right now, they will be good. But I mean, if a lot of teams only play 2 games, can pass them tomorrow and later and all them things. So, like I said, they're gonna be watching all these games with. They're gonna be glued to the points table. I don't think this will be enough. -3, 3 points. It's gonna be tough. Oh, poor touch from Vinny there. I think Vinny knows he's probably gonna come out now. Yeah, man, you know, he must do one Brocky Boo moment. One thing though, you know, I don't know if Neymar been watching this World Cup, but the ref them nah give you a foul for pitch down yourself, you know, so but I come try it today. Here's Tierney. Good defending by Ryan there. It's a part of his game for a youngster that is there already. Good work rate on that right side. See him a lot of times going up against the opposing left back. Morocco goal. Sofian Rahimi gets the goal to put Morocco ahead 3-2 from the corner kick into the box. Alisson punches out. So good substitution there by the coach. Here's McGinn to the far stick. McLean back across and well cleared by Fabinho. It's going to be another corner to Scotland. Brazil want to keep this clean sheet. Hey, old habits hard to break. I had one. Raheem, that goal meant everything to Raheem. He's crying, giving Haiti. Good strike there by Rahimi. Had to get it off quickly. Towards the goal and over the top. Franklin there getting his head to that one. Could keep it down. And it is Neymar coming on for Mateus Cunha. So Neymar will play that false nine role, dropping into midfield, collecting some passes. And here comes Neymar. And the crowd is going crazy in Miami. The phones are out. So Brazil's star boy has entered the field. Neymar is pretty high up the pitch right now. He's coming all the way to his right-hand side to get on the ball. He does. Takes a touch and just lays it back off. Play it to him now, Marquinhos. Arcus coming on for Duverne and Simon coming on for Danley Jean-Jacques in midfield. Bruno G. Here's Neymar. Beats one. Still on the ball, Neymar. Trying to find Vinny but couldn't get it to him. And McGinn is taken out by Danilo. And Danilo is already on a yellow. Ooh. I think that was one of those. He's already on a yellow. I won't book him again. Could have easily been another booking there. Haiti giving everyone a run out now. Yeah, hey, that guy Simon looked good in the last game when he came on. I think the coach would have been better off going with one up front and playing Bellegarde beneath him. Play Danley, Dean-Jacques, and Jean-Jacques and Simon in midfield as the base. Yeah, that could have been an easy second yellow, but I think the ref does never do it. And Brazil don't have many right backs right now. I think he's the only one, so he can't afford to get a red card. Here's Vinny. On a hat trick, ooh, tried to give the keeper the eyes and got near post. It almost worked, but gun got down late. Tip it around the post. Nice little reverse pass by Neymar there. Neymar goes over to take the corner in front of the adoring fans. It's literally a sea of yellow in the stadium today. Here's Neymar into the box. Falls to Ryan. Ryan fouls the player on the top of the box after a poor first touch. Yes, they clear after the group stage in this World Cup. No more. I think it used to be like to the quarterfinals or something. But yeah, after the group stage, they clear. Which I think is the right move. I mean, if you get two in the knockout stage, you should miss a game, sure. But you know, when you play the group and you have one, and then you play the round of 32 and you get another one, to have to miss the round of 16, I always felt that rule was silly. So yes, they have, that's one of the rule changes that make a lot of sense to me. The cards are erased after the group stage, so you don't get penalized for picking up one in the round of 32 game. Puro came on for, I think, Lenny Joseph in the Haiti game. I think for Lenny Joseph, yeah. Lord God, Dwight. Rest of them all look the same. Oh, unlucky. Martinelli couldn't reach the cross. Vinny got to it. It's a little behind him. Couldn't redirect it to the goal. But good play by Danilo overlapping. Oh, Martinelli tried a flick. That's why I never scored. So Ryan Christie coming on. Patterson limping off the pitch. And Ben Ganondorf will also come off. So Ralston and Christie will come on for them. I like for like at right back. Douglas Santos will get a rest. He's played a lot of minutes this World Cup. And Hendrick for Ryan, as I thought might happen. So Alexandro, the veteran, comes on for Douglas Santos, and Hendrick comes on for Ryan. Sir Bobby Hendrick. Fabinho showing his age. Yeah, man. Figure Hendrick they gonna run out, man. Manuel want Vinny get the hat trick, you know. Equal Messi. 5 goals for the tournament. Good turn or good tackle. Brazil does alert, swarming on defense. Good first touch, McGinn. Here's Alexandro. Not the worst ball in the world. Here's McTominay. Good feet. McGinn. To the back stick. That's not the worst ball in the world. Shankland. Oh, Hendrick wins the ball. And Hendrick will go to the races. Here is Hendrick. Thought about the big switch. Just plays it to Neymar. Here's Neymar. Plays it to Bruno. Bruno to Fabinho. Fabinho to Martinelli. Martinelli to Alexandro. Back to Martinelli. Fabinho. Marquinhos. Fabinho. Plays it wide to Vinny. On the touchline is Vinny. Drops it back. Neymar. Alexandro. Back to Neymar. Neymar. Into Fabinho. Back to Neymar. Neymar over to Marquinhos. Marquinhos to Danilo. Marquinhos to Gabriel. Gabriel wide to Vinny. Vinny does well to beat one. Cuts back on Christie. Plays it wide to Alexandro. Martinelli on it now. Gabriel Martinelli. Finds Danilo. It was close. Bless up Jamrock. What go on? Yeah, man. Haiti try a thing, man. Scotland them get robbed. Haiti has nothing to be ashamed of during this World Cup. I agree. Ooh, Hakimi. Almost scored direct from that free kick. Good save again. Placide's supposed to go about 10 save. Neymar with the corner. Whips it near post. Not the worst ball in the world. Flicked over for another corner. Neymar will take another one from that left flank. In swinger. Always. All action right back that. Watch again. He might try to score again. That goal. Ooh. Gabriel Magalhaes looked like he caught that well. And the ricochet went out for another corner. That was going goal bound. And that goal will count. Young Yassine looks like scored a goal. The Haitians are remonstrating that something happened. Oh, for sure, Jarvis. Haiti equal comical. Let's see the goal. Okay, looks like he's onside there. I'm not sure. Did the ball go out? I'm not sure if the ball went out. Let's see. Ooh, the whole ball might have been out, you know. I will not change the score to 4-2 yet. I think that ball might have been out. People gonna do me a favor. I'm gonna drop the link to the next video. I'm gonna push back the time a little bit because I'm gonna need a little more time. I have to eat something before I come back on stream, so I might start the stream a little after the game kickoff. To be honest, I'm gonna set it for right at 9 o'clock for now. But I'm just thinking of all the things that I need to get done before I start the stream. I might not be back in time, but I'm gonna try to get here right when the two games kicking off. If not, I'll be shortly after that. And that goal does stand. So 4-2, the youngster Yassine gets a goal. And that goal does stand. So Yassine can celebrate again. They were a bit subdued the first time. Now he can really celebrate. Things are falling a bit apart for Haiti now. But again, I agree with Dwight. I would not be ashamed of this World Cup experience for them. Players can learn from it, see what the level they have to reach to, and a little bit more luck going their way, they would have been going into this final day with a much better chance to get through the group. One thing about my game, brother, I'm gonna dig out across. Trust me. Neymar getting pulled to the ground, and that's gonna be a yellow card. Ryan Christie just came on. He doesn't care less about no yellow. So as of right now, people, when you look at the standings, these are the current third place standings. Scotland all the way down in 6th, and they have all these teams around them to play their third game. So it's not looking good for them right now. They need a lot of help. Here's Neymar, edge of the 18, looking to get off a shot. He does. That's right at the goalkeeper. Neymar would love to get on the score sheet here. All the big stars have scored at this World Cup so far. Neymar getting his first chance to do so today. And Brazil pretty much crawling to the finish line here. Haiti losing their discipline a bit. Yellow cards flying around now. And Casemiro was just not going to get beat on that play. Foul by Martinelli. Free kick to Scotland. And 2 more subs for Scotland. Shankland off. Che Adams will come on for injury time here. And John McGinn finally gets to take his ball. He comes off, and I think is that Curtis coming on for him? Yeah. Kind of surprised we didn't see Nazan before this. The coach seemed to prefer Joseph to him. Ferguson clips it into the box. Flicked out by Danilo. It's going to be a throw to Scotland. It must be said that Danilo has been pretty solid at right back since taking over. But again, I want to see what happens. And there's a runner free. Oh my gosh, Vinicius, you couldn't find the man. Bro, that was the easiest pass ever, bro. Why I never passed the ball to the man? Bono coming up with a good save here. Nazan, good strike from the free kick. Was to the goalkeeper's side, but Bono was thinking of covering the other side. Almost got him out. Free header, and it's blocked by the Moroccan player. He's down in the box, and it hit him in the face. I think that one got him in the nose. So Brazil and Morocco will finish on 7 points, but Brazil has the superior goal difference. And Morocco had to better the win by Brazil by 3 goals. That didn't take place. Let me see. So folks, I'm going to drop this in the comment section. You guys just do me a favor. I'm going to drop some likes on this video. Yeah, I was surprised, bro. Boy, you're brave to go play a match in Port-au-Prince right now. I think Haiti would be more than happy to play both in Jamaica. Yeah, it was a really good strike. Yeah, man, Haiti try a thing, man. So people, that's the next live. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get back within about an hour or so, a little before the game start. Hopefully not too long after it start. But I do need to sort out my I need to eat something before I come back on. So I'll get that done and jump right back on stream to do the last couple of games of Group A tonight. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's out of contract at the end of the month. So he was probably hoping to get more minutes in this World Cup. But I mean, he's well known around the world in those leagues, so I think he'll be okay. Perot flicks that one on. Falls back to Perot, drops it back to Ade, and then not a pass or a shot there. Scotland have one last free kick. Into the box. And Gabriel got the head to it, and he cleared it out for a corner. Bodies falling to the ground. Everybody's okay. Brazil can tell really want to keep the clean sheet here. Sherry Swiss, they'll have to wait and see. Right now, they are in their sixth place right now in all of the third place teams, but all these teams around them still have to play, so they can all jump past them. So they'll have to wait and see. They won't know until all the groups finish, basically. Oh, and that was the chance there. McTominay at the doorstep, but Allison showing great reflexes again. And Brazil counter-attack. Here comes Vinny Jr. Full head of steam down the left wing. One in front of him. What will he do? Cuts inside. Beats two. On his right foot. Goes back to the left. Plays it to Neymar. Neymar on the ball. Looking for a pass. Finds Vinny. Ooh, Vinny took a touch and blasted it off the defender. And that should be the end of the game unless Vinny wants it. Yeah, Vinny's trying to score again. So here's Vinny. Vinny on the ball. Looking for a cross. Decides to play it short. Here's Bruno. 1-2. Into the box. Here comes Vinicius Jr. And he went into trouble that time and then fouled by Alexandro. And that should be the end of this football match here. 6 minutes have been played. Haiti game is finished as well. And that is it. I think the ref will blow this whistle now. And the ref has decided to blow the whistle once the play was resumed. So it's 3-0 to Brazil. They top Group C. Let me show you the final standings in the group. Brazil on 7 points, plus 6 goal difference. Morocco on 7 points as well, plus 3 goal difference. Scotland will have to wait and see. 3 points, minus 3. Might not quite be good enough. Haiti, 0 points, negative 6 goal difference. That's how that one ended. So you can see already, when you look at the knockout brackets, Brazil has taken up their residence. They'll be right here, 1C. So they'll play their next game on the 29th of June at 1 o'clock. They will face the second place team out of Group F, which is the group with Japan, Sweden, and Netherlands. So one of those 3 teams will be facing Brazil on June the 29th at 1 o'clock. But I will be back, like I said, in a few. Since I won't be here maybe when the game starts, let me just go ahead and show you guys the lineups in those games. So Czechia and Mexico. Mexico, of course, qualified already first in the group. Czechia have all to play for. A win will take them to 4 points, which as of right now would be one of the 8 best third place teams. Czechia making a few changes today. Wyszynski, Duder are not playing in the World Cup yet, coming to start. On the Mexican side, they stay with Reyes and Montes now coming to the back line. Sanchez comes in at right back. And Chavez, who hasn't played in the World Cup, will play left back today. Edson Alvarez plays in midfield today with Romo and Mora, the youngster, gets the start. Alvarado starting again with Quinones. So it's keeping the wingers put and then playing Gerardo Martinez up front, the giant number 9 that they have in their ranks. So that is Mexico's lineup. Still strongish, staying with the first choice wingers and changing up some other areas of the pitch to freshen up. South Africa and South Korea, of course, both of these teams still alive as well. South Africa going with Williams in goal, Okan, Mbokazi, Modiba, and Mudau. They're going to be missing some players in midfield today, suspended. That is Teboho Mokoena. That is a huge miss for them in the midfield. He's putting a lot of work. Sitol, who sat out the last game due to a red card suspension, he's back in. And he'll be partnered by Mbata today in that midfield. Masiko and Apalis on the flanks. Mofokeng behind the striker and Magopa as the number 9. Then for South Korea, they drop Son Hyun-min to the bench. Min Jae Kim becomes the captain. The goalkeeper has 1 error, and everything else has been flawless. He's been one of the better keepers in the tournament for me. Kim and Lee on the back line. Sol at right wing back or right midfield. T. Lee, who came on and looked good in the last game, he starts out. In Byum has been excellent in that midfield area. He starts again with Park, have been the double pivot. Kang In Lee has been the talisman going forward. Very dangerous, trying to unlock defenses and score from range. Hee Chan Wang, who has been coming off the bench, starts, as well as who has looked good in his substitute appearances as well. So they start this one. South Korea, like I said, in second now. They know that a win would get them second place for sure. and that would give them, if they were to come second, that would give them a matchup against Canada in the next round on the 28th of June. So pretty much know what their opponent will be. I will be back in about an hour, I'd say, or a little less, and we will have the last two games of the day for you, and also preview the early games tomorrow, as we'll be back on for the 6 o'clock set of games tomorrow as well. All right, people. But big up. Thanks so much for tuning in. A lot of you passed through today. Love the conversation. We vented a little bit about JFF and their madness. And we talked about a lot of football as it should be on this channel. All right, people. But big up all those who tuned in today. Greatly appreciate it. Big up to One just passing through at the end of the show. Greatly appreciate you turning up, my brother. And big up. I'll be back on in a little while, One. So if you're up, little more, I watch the game, them just forward in and we're gonna do a reason about the football. All right. Big up and thanks to everyone. I had one, Dwight Spence, Jarvis Paris, Jamrock, Jagans, Float Management, CK, who else is there? Respa, Pass Through, Milky Moo, Pass Through, JB, of course, always there. Jagans, I think I say already. J Rusted Pass Through today. Big up DJ Gigs each and every time. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. All the ones and ones, all the silent watchers. Wanna big up on yourself as well. And yeah, man. Until later, people. I'm soon forward. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And Brazil, Samba on to the second round, as well as Morocco, Scotland. Have to wait and see. Big up, and we'll see you soon.